A couple of countries thought that they would challenge the Trump administration by refusing to take back their own citizens after those citizens migrated to the U.S. illegally and were subsequently deported. That proved to be a very bad move. Those countries would immediately regret it once they learned the consequences President Donald Trump had in store. Burma and Laos have denied or unreasonably delayed accepting citizens ordered removed from the U.S., and now, they are going to pay. The Trump administration has hit certain government officials from Burma and Laos with visa sanctions as punishment for both countries' refusal to take back their citizens. The U.S. is trying to deport, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, announced Tuesday. Going forward, the U.S. Embassy in Rangoon, Burma, will halt the issuance of tourist and business non-immigrant visas to senior officials in the Ministries of Labor, Immigration, Population and Home Affairs. In Laos, the U.S. mission will no longer grant tourist and business non-immigrant visas to senior officials from the Laotian Ministry of Public Security. The restrictions also apply to the officials' immediate families, DHS said. The sanctions come after a review by DHS Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen, who determined that Burma and Laos have denied or unreasonably delayed accepting citizens ordered removed from the U.S. They will remain in place until Nielsen notifies Secretary of State Mike Pompeo that cooperation on deportees has improved, according to DHS. Source: The Daily Caller. The decision to sanction a recalcitrant country is not taken lightly, DHS said in a statement on Tuesday. DHS makes significant efforts, in collaboration with the State Department, to encourage countries to accept the prompt, lawful return of their nationals who are subject to removal from the United States. Those efforts include diplomatic communications at the highest level of government. Tuesday's announcement is not the first time the Trump administration has resorted to the use of visa sanctions against countries that do not cooperate when it comes to deportations, so Burma and Laos should have seen it coming. In 2017, Washington slapped Eritrea, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Cambodia with varying levels of visa restrictions after then-acting DHS Secretary Elaine Duke named all four as recalcitrant countries, the Daily Caller reported last September. The Trump administration hit four countries with visa sanctions Wednesday as punishment for refusing to take back their citizens that U.S. is trying to deport. In a series of diplomatic cables obtained by Reuters, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson outlined new visa restrictions on Eritrea, Cambodia, Guinea and Sierra Leone. The countries are among a dozen that the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, had previously deemed recalcitrant in the repatriation of criminal aliens. The four countries are denying or unreasonably delaying the return of their citizens from the U.S., and visa restrictions will only be lifted if they begin normal acceptance of deportees, according to Tillerson's orders. Eritrea faces the toughest sanctions of the four countries. Going forward, all Eritreans who apply in their own country for most U.S. business or tourist visas will be rejected, according to one of the cables. Although the Immigration Code allows U.S. authorities to apply visa sanctions on countries that refuse to take back their citizens, the punishment had rarely been used before the Trump administration. Until 2017. Washington had resorted to visa sanctions against non-accepting countries just twice, Guyana in 2001 and Gambia in 2016. Now, there's a new sheriff in town and he isn't afraid to fight illegal immigration with the full force of the U.S. legal system. These idiots must have forgotten who's president. After all, if Barack Obama were still in office, they'd likely get away with shenanigans like refusing our deportees. But this is Donald Trump we're dealing with. Trump takes crap from nobody, least of all tiny countries that are no match for the power and prowess of the United States of America. Burma and Laos picked the wrong man to mess with, especially on a topic like immigration.